Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Friday market webcast. Okay, so we're heading into holiday weekend. You're still seeing just a lot of compression, a lot of churning along. It's just kind of churning along. So last night, we got a little bit of movement on that hourly chart. They took it down as low as 29.0375. They dealt with the, they came in shy of the 100-day. You got the 100-day at 28.98. You got the roundy there. The 9 days at 28.97. I would like to have seen it reach a little deeper and deal with those areas, but it didn't. And what you've seen from there is a move right back up to 29.40 and right back into this zone of compression. So the daily bands are 6.5. I mean, it's nothing to get emotional about. I mean, they're tighter relatively speaking, but they're not so jammed up that you can't get anything done. Yesterday was one of the most frustratingly profitable days I've probably ever had. Definitely top 5, because it was just a lot of make a little bit, get stopped out, make a little bit, get stopped out, back and forth, back and forth. We caught one good short. We didn't take the long, basically everything just kind of played back into the middle. So we talked about 35 yesterday, and that's what it did. So it popped, off the open, did as high as 73. So a little false breakout, a little lower high, and then down to 35, and then just back into this afternoon, where the afternoon it showed resistance at the hourly midband for 4 hours, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours, but until it got to this 52.5 area, it didn't really do anything about it. And what we ended up doing last night was we ended up shorting 36 against either 38 or 39, because if it was going to break last night, it was kind of primed to do it. So we ended up catching that last night for a really nice trade. We covered, and what do you see? You see it come right back in. So what are the areas it has to deal with today? Your hourly midband is at 32 quarter, call it. 5-minute midband. Volume average price is 26. It was 24 when it bounced off it at about 7 o'clock in the morning. It tried to do resistance at the hourly midband again. They walked it in for about a half an hour, about 7:40, and they bounced it right off the 5-minute mid, shot it up over the hourly midband and over our the 29.35. That has been really important, and right now it's trading 41 quarters. So off the open, I want to see, what does this upper band on the hourly want to do? Can it convert that? Can it expand to the upside? Are we going to kind of slide back to the midline and start dancing on either side of 35 today? It's the day before a holiday weekend. Typically, the bulls have the advantage, at least as far as, it gets later in the day and people start asking themselves the question, do you want to be short and locked out for, 1, 2, 3 days? I'm wondering if the question is also asked, do you want to be long? Or I'm sorry, you want to be long and locked out for 3 days? What if everything goes, to hell in the handbasket, down the shore this weekend? Yeah, who the hell knows? So there's going to be a lot of that in the afternoon. And then, I'm not super duper optimistic about progression today away from this zone, especially on the daily chart. The daily upper band is 29.84. You can see it up there at 83. I mean, they move all the time. When I did the chart, it was 83. If the bulls are going to deal with that area, they have to deal with 76, which they've struggled with for the last 3 sessions. Doesn't mean they can't do it. But being able to execute on the edges of this range has been basically impossible. Do the bulls have they have the advantage in two respects. They haven't dealt with weekly pivot since 6 p.m. on Sunday night, and it hasn't even really tried that hard to go back and go see it. So if they can hold 35 and they can hold 48, then they can do 54, and if they can do 54 and they get a squeeze, you can try to get back to the highs from yesterday. And if they can convert those, then it can really start to lift. If the answer to all that is we just don't have enough to get it done, then what you're going to see is you're going to see this ping pong between 29.20 and probably 29.48, 29.50, and that could go on all day. If it's a sell it and knock it down kind of a thing, well then, the bears have got to convert everything all over again now. They got to convert 35, they got to convert 26, they've got to convert the lower level on the hourly, which right now is at 29.05. On the front month. And then they're going to have to deal with last night's lows, 29.0375. So there's a huge range for them to knock it around. I just think they're going to continue playing tennis today. I really do, into the long weekend, because there's nothing really definitive saying, oh, well, you can't be out of the market. You've got to be X or you've got to be Y. That, if there's ever been a more indecisive holiday weekend to think about positioning yourself ahead of, it might be this one right here. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care. Be safe. Be healthy. Trade them well. I'll talk to you Tuesday. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.